Witam wszystkich serdecznie. Kręcę dzisiaj z kolana. Nie mam czasu. Konferencja firmy Nokta, na której zostały ogłoszone nowe produkty firmy Nokta, takie jak Accupoint, czyli najnowszy pinpointer, oraz gama wykrywaczy Nokta Score i Nokta Score Double. Co to są za wykrywacze? Bo od tego może zaczniemy, bo to jest najciekawsze. To są budżetowe, tanie urządzenia wieloczęstotliwościowe, czyli jakby następca Simplexa w bardzo dobrej cenie, ale urządzenie wieloczęstotliwościowe, tańsze od Legenda i mające do wyboru w razie czego jedną częstotliwość 15 kHz, jakbyście chcieli na jednej częstotliwości szukać. Dwa urządzenia, jedno będzie Score, to będzie wersja bardzo prosta, Score Double to będzie wykrywacz, który będzie miał więcej ustawień, więcej możliwości. Czyli taki Score to będzie typowy wykrywacz dla kogoś, kto nie ma pojęcia o poszukiwaniach, chce łączyć i szukać. Nie interesuje go, chce dostać najlepszą technologię w najniższej cenie i na przykład szukać na plaży, czy gdzieś na lądzie, czy w wodzie. To jest proste urządzenie. Double będzie bardziej rozbudowany. Natomiast Accupoint to jest długo zapowiadany pinpointer. O tyle ciekawy, że ma wyświetlacz, ma możliwość dyskryminacji audio, czyli słychać, że dźwięk żelaza jest inny, ale jest możliwość regulacji czułości i tak samo będzie możliwość pewnie podłączenia słuchawek bluetoothowych, także będzie można podłączyć słuchawki do Legenda i na przykład słuchawki do Scora. Podobnie pewnie będzie ze słuchawkami do Bluetootha, czyli będziemy między pinpointerem a wykrywaczem mieli dźwięk przełączany, tak jak w Xpedeusie. Zapraszam do oglądania. Pamiętajcie o łapce, pamiętajcie o subskrypcji. Przetłumaczyłem mniej więcej ten film dla Was, żebyście mogli go obejrzeć. Miłego oglądania. Napiszcie pod tym filmem na moim kanale YouTube, co o tych nowościach sądzicie i czego żeście się spodziewali, jakie są Wasze też oczekiwania i jakie wywarło na Was to po prostu wrażenie. Wszystkiego dobrego i do usłyszenia.
Hello everybody, this is Dilek with Nokta Detectors. First of all, I apologize for the delay. We're live today from our new facility in Istanbul. I'm in the auditorium or conference room, whatever you want to call it. And this is the first time I'm going live here. I'm sorry if anything goes wrong during this live because it's a little different setup than my normal setup from just my, like phone. Today, I would like to go over some of the new products that we announced at Detectable 2023, approximately a week ago on Saturday. And then I will also have some other news for you. So let's go and start with the new Accupoint pinpointer that many of you have been waiting for. I would like to go over the features of this pinpointer, of our new pinpointer. First of all, it's a really cool, sleek design. I know some of you who own the pulse dive didn't like the bulkiness of the pulse dive, but you have to understand that that was for, like deep diving. It was submersible. It's submersible up to 200 feet, 60 meters. But that's why it had to be, a lot more rugged, and the design had to be different. But here, now we have our new Accupoint, which is waterproof up to 3 meters, 10 feet, guys, okay? Now, I'm going to turn this on here. I don't know what the sensitivity level is at, but I'm going to show you some of the features, okay? Oops. So this has a color LCD screen. On the color LCD screen, you can see everything. Your mode, the mode you're in, whether, tone 1, tone 2, or iron off. You can see your sensitivity level. You can see if your wireless headphones are connected or not. Or actually, to me, the most important one is your battery level. You can see all this on this little color LCD screen. Now, I'm going to demo very quickly how the unit works. Actually, this has a one-button app operation, and it has a very easy operation. So to turn it on, you just press it once and it's on. Now, while it's on, if you press it again, a short press, that retunes the detector. So if at any point, if the pinpointer starts getting false signals, you just have to press the button again, just like a short press once to retune it, okay? So now, to turn it off, oops, sorry. Yeah, I am, when I hold it close to the microphone here. Of course, it starts beeping. So to turn it off, this is going to be hard for me, but you just press and hold until it hits the red section in the middle, and it just turns off. So you hear 2 beeps, and it turns off. So I'm going to turn it back on again. And to go into settings, you hold and press it until you hit the settings icon, and you're in settings. Now I'm quickly going to go over the settings. It timed out, so I'm going to go in again. The first setting we have is the sensitivity setting. Then the vibration audio setting. Now the third one is the discrimination, and I want to talk about this a little bit more. You press and hold the button to go inside the setting, and we have here a 2-tone, 1-tone, and iron off. Now, if the device is set to 1-tone, everything is going to sound, you're going to get 1-tone for a non-ferrous item or a ferrous object. So everything is going to sound the same, okay? Whether it's non-ferrous or ferrous, you're going to get the same tone. But once you switch, and this is very cool actually, I like this. Once you go to, hold on, 2-tone, now, okay, when you first detect the object from a distance, it's going to sound as non-ferrous. And then as you get closer, if it's a non-ferrous item, you're still going to get this tone. But if now the target is a ferrous metal, now you're going to get first a non-ferrous tone, but then as you get closer, you're going to get this, indicating that it's not a non-ferrous target, but a ferrous target. Okay? Now I'm going to go into discrimination again. You also have an option to turn iron off, which means, you know, you're going to get your non-ferrous tone, but if you have a ferrous item, you're not going to get any tone. Okay? So I'm going to go into the next setting. The next setting after discrimination is Bluetooth. Bluetooth connection on, off. With the Bluetooth, though, you have an option to connect this with the wireless headphones, the Bluetooth wireless headphones we have, Nokta Bluetooth wireless headphone, and have an option to hear the audio through the headphones only or through the headphones and the speaker at the same time, okay? This was requested by some users. They said that comes very handy when doing videos, so we added that to the Accupoint. Now, the next one is frequency shift. We have 3 frequency shifts in this device in case you get interference with any other device. And let me see, the next one is LED flashlight. This actually, I mean, I don't think you're going to be able to see it here, but actually it has, the flashlight on this has 2 LEDs and it's pretty strong. I can turn it on. Let me see, I don't know how it's going to look like in the camera, but I'm going in right now and turning it on. So hopefully you can see this. It's pretty strong actually. Now the next setting is the volume setting, which is a first, which is low volume, high volume setting. We added this because in the past we got a lot of requests from customers saying, oh, the sound is too loud. Could you please add a volume control? So instead of adding a full volume control with levels, that would make it, I believe, for a pinpointer, that wasn't very necessary. So we added low volume, high volume setting. Okay, and I believe the last setting after the volume, yes, is the brightness, which turns the backlight on and off. And we also have a factory reset. Now, the other thing is this pinpointer has a replaceable tip, okay? Because you know this part wears out the most. So once this wears out, you can actually just replace this, and we're going to be including a spare one in the package, guys, okay? And it has a ruler at the back here in inches and in centimeters. And another good thing is this is the battery compartment here, and you can charge it through here. And the connection is a USB Type-C connection, which means you can actually just use any, cell phone charger to charge your pinpointer. By the way, once I'm done with the presentation, I'm going to go over to my laptop to see, if you guys have any questions, and I'm going to try to answer them. So this is the new Accupoint. I'm going to turn this off, and then now everybody is going to ask, okay, so when is it coming out? Okay, next week, hopefully, my team is going to be producing some quantity of these units for beta testing, okay? I believe it's going to be around 100 units, maybe a little more. It's not going to be less, but it may be a little more. We don't know at this point. And what we're going to do is, once the beta test units are ready, we're going to announce the date and the time that we're going to make them purchasable on our website. And you're going to be able to purchase this beta test version of the Accupoint for $85 online. And it's going to be on a first come, first served basis, guys, okay? So we're going to announce the date and the time, and you're going to go to our website, fill out a form, pay $85, and get this pinpointer. Now, what does that give you? First of all, you get to test the product. You're going to be one of the, 100 people testing it. Second, if you're, I cannot say satisfied, but if you find no issues with the pinpointer, because this beta testing is really for defining any issues or problems, and not to, oh, I don't like this, can you change this? I don't like that, can you change that? Because there's no end to that. There may be too many personal requests or subjective, opinions. As you would understand, we cannot really change everything on this because it's almost done, but we're looking for issues or problems with the pinpointer. If there is any issue, okay, we're going to fix it, and we're going to send all of the beta testers a new one from production. But let's say there are no issues with the pinpointer, we're going to release it, we're going to start shipping it to our distributors, and in that situation, you just got the pinpointer for almost half the price. It's actually $75, and then with the shipping and handling, it's $85, but you'll get it for half the price of what it's going to retail for, okay? So this is it about the Accupoint. I want to jump to the score. I don't want to keep you guys too long. So now the next one is the score. Let me go here. Okay, the score. I think this was a surprise for everybody. Nobody was people were expecting to see the Accupoint at detectable, but I believe nobody was expecting to see 2 new detectors from Nokta. Now, what is the score and score 2, or double score we call it, about? These are the first fully submersible, waterproof, up to 5 meters, 16 feet, I believe, simultaneous multi-frequency units below the price point of 500 on the market, guys, okay? And actually, when we showed it at Detectable, I think some of the people who watched the live were confused about the multi-frequency and if it had any other frequencies or if it was a selectable frequency. So I want to clarify all these points now, and I just want to quickly tell you what the differences are between the score and the double score. I don't know how clearly you can see this comparison table. You may not be able to see the comparison, but I'm going to go over them very quickly. So score and double score, they both have 3 modes: park, field, and beach. Okay? They both have the same modes. Now, they also have the same multi-frequencies and a single frequency, which is The multi-frequencies will be 3 multi-frequencies, multi-1, multi-2, multi-3, and a single frequency of 15 kilohertz on each of them, okay? Now, this part is the same. The differences come with the settings. Like the sensitivity setting is going to be 5 levels on the score versus 10 levels on the double score or score 2. Like on the score, you're not, other than your sensitivity setting and one more setting for detection, like a ground suppressor setting, I'm not counting the backlight and volume settings. You will have 0 other detection settings. So score is the perfect detector for anybody who wants a simultaneous multi-frequency detector and just turn it on and go. Literally, no ground balancing, no nothing. You just turn it on and go. It's the perfect machine for the beach as well as for the land. Fully simultaneous multi-frequency, and it also has a single frequency of 15 kilohertz, which is almost the most ideal frequency for all-round, metal detecting. So now come to double score. Double score will have some settings that an average user would need, okay? So like your iron filter, like your notch filter, like your recovery speed. We're going to be posting this on our probably Facebook group soon, and on our website, this chart with showing the differences. So I'm not going to go through them all, but basically these are, think of these detectors as the older brother of the simplex new generation and the younger brother of the Legend series. So if you are somebody who's looking for a very simple to use simultaneous multi-frequency detector, fully waterproof, by the way, very lightweight, probably around the simplex new generation, weight, and that is like 1.2 kilo, which simplex ultra actually is a very, very light detector, if you didn't know that. So are these, okay? So if you're looking for a very lightweight, easy to use, simultaneous multi-frequency detection where you don't have to spend a lot of money and you don't want to bother with a lot of settings, Score will be your detector, guys, okay? We say save bigger, score higher with Nokta, okay? And that's it about the score. Anything else? Oh, one more thing. Both models have fully carbon fiber shafts, and both models will come with the 13-inch coil size, okay? And we will also have optional coils for them, just like we do for the Legend and for the simplex new generation, 9.5 by 5.5, and probably an 11-inch coil, but the units will come with the 13-inch coil on them as stock coils. Right now, I'm not really following the chat. I don't know if you have any questions, but I'm going to look at them pretty soon. Yeah, save bigger, score higher with Nokta. Nokta keeps on setting new standards in this industry, guys, okay? We're the ones who set the standards, the first standards, started with the simplex back in 2019, and then we set a new bar in this industry with the Legend for simultaneous multi-frequency, and here's another one with the Score, okay? Now, this is it about the new products. I just want to switch to the next slide now. Okay, the Legend. We also have some good news for you, Legend users. But please, I'm going to tell you what we're working on, but please do not bombard us with questions in terms of, oh, when is it going to happen? Now, this is to let you know that our software engineer, the lead engineer of the Legend, is working on a new update for the legend where he's planning to add another mode to the legend. Now, we call it the beast mode. You can call it the boost mode, whatever you want to call it, where this is going to be ideal for relic hunters, okay, especially for relic hunters on land, where you're going to get, you know, a pretty good depth advantage with this mode. So this is an update that we're going to be given for the legend. When I say update, it's literally like a new mode where you're going to get a lot of like depth advantage, especially on land, and for relic hunters, it's going to be really ideal. Now, when is it going to come? I have no idea, but I wanted to let you know that we're working on this. The engineers are working on this, and whenever they're done, we're probably going to give beta test version first, like we did in the past. I don't know yet, but we may. And once it's ready and done, that's going to be the new update, which is going to take, again, the legend to another level, all for free, where you don't have to pay anything extra, okay? Like I always say, guys, Nokta is trying. We're trying our best to give you the best of the best at affordable prices. Now that my competitors like $1,500, $1,600 detectors have been in the market now for a while, many people now do realize that actually those are really overpriced detectors, because once they start swinging those to somebody who's swinging a legend, they get pretty impressed. And they realize that what we've been saying since the beginning is actually the truth, and it's not a hype, okay? Thank you so much. Now I'm going to go over to the Facebook page on my computer to see if you guys have any questions. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can see the chat here. If you can give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. Like I said, this is the first time I'm doing this. Okay, so, beast mode. Okay, has the new machine got the Nighthawk light on it still? Rob, if you're referring to the flashlight, yes. And by the way, okay, that's a good question, actually. The Score, both of them have vibration and have the flashlight, just like our other models. Any other questions, guys? Is it new product? Yes, it is. We have a couple of new products, the Accupoint and the Score. Do you have any questions, guys? Let me see. Is it for searching gold? No, it's not specifically for gold. I believe you're talking about a machine that would detect probably like natural gold. No, this is not it. Let me see. That's it. We need a new Legend Beast Mode design t-shirt. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so when we run out of the Legend t-shirts, I may add a little Beast Mode in there. We'll see, or a Boost Mode. Any other questions? Will the Accupointer be updatable, please? No, I'm sorry, it's not going to be updatable. To be honest with you, I mean, once, you know, we get it beta tested, and if there's any issue, once we fix that, we don't think, you know, we're going to give updates on a pinpointer. I think that would be like too overwhelming and too much. You know what I mean? Any other questions? I recommend the simplex to newbies. Should I recommend the new Score for beginners? Okay, good question. Now, it really depends on what you want out of a detector. Now, simplex, within the simplex new generation, you have different simplexes. Like the simplex light is a very, very easy detector, but it has no Bluetooth. You know, it comes with a smaller coil, whereas the simplex ultra now is a detector, and it can compete, you know, with the high-end detectors, you know, especially on land. I wouldn't say so much on the beach, because let's say the Legend or any other competitor's product would be a simultaneous multi-frequency product would be better on the beach. But when it comes to land, Simplex Ultra can seriously compete with the higher-end detectors. So it really depends on what the user needs. But if the user is gonna detect on the beach, especially, and they want a simultaneous multi-frequency detector, but they don't want to bother with a lot of settings, then yeah, you may want to refer them to the Score, okay? Direct doesn't give dates. What kind of price will the new pinpointer retail at? Martin, I believe it's gonna retail at around, this figure may change not too much, but it's going to be around the, I would say the 149, 159 US dollar price point, okay? I'm looking forward to this pointer. Thank you so much. The Simplex Ultra is so lovely. Thank you. Hi, Kurt here. Will the pinpointer have a lanyard attachment? Oh yeah, good question. Thank you so much for asking this question. The pinpointer will come with a security lanyard. It will come with a spare tip and the belt holster, as well as, of course, the charging cable, okay? For another brilliant presentation for equally brilliant products. Thank you so much. Your customer services and communication is faultless. Thank you so much. By the way, Nokta Detectors won the Best Customer Service Award from Big Detecting Show at Detectable. So we thank you so much for your support, our valued customers, because we owe this to you. Okay, cool. Score for beaches and Simplex for land detecting for newbies that don't want to spend a fortune. Wait, you know, it just went down. I couldn't read the rest, but we do our best on customer service for sure. Andy O'Neill, yes, Andy is our service center in the US. Thank you, Andy. Nobody else has this customer service. Thank you. Any questions? Thank you for the compliments, but I don't want to take more of anybody's time. Any other questions that I can answer? Any other questions? I guess not. Brilliant. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to end this live here. Thank you so much for your time. Like I said, next week, once the beta test units of the Accupoint are produced, we're going to be announcing the date and time where you can go on our website, fill out a form, and buy the test unit. But please keep in mind that it's going to be on a first-come, first-served basis. We only have limited quantities, and the people who buy the test unit will be required to report back to us all their findings, all their issues, feedback, whatever it is, on a confidential basis, okay, until we see those feedback, and if there's any issue, until we fix them, and until we start shipping the actual production units, okay? And the Score, I'll keep you updated on the Score as well, when it's going to be available, when it's going to be shipping, but hopefully sooner than later. I don't give dates anymore. Nokta detectors love you. Thank you so much.